people just don't wake up and become criminals. No little girl says, hey, I want to be a prostitute. And no boy says, oh, I want to be a crack addict. That's not in the vision. But how do you become this person? If we could figure out the why do people commit crimes, why they engage in risky activities, that would help us create preventative programs on the front end. If we do that, we can minimize crime, we can minimize drug use. And that's why I want to dedicate my life and have dedicated my life to having my students rethink about these issues that we've been confronting for decades and to finally make some progressive movement in the right direction. Teaching gives me an incredible platform, and having a professor that has I call it the real life experience, lends itself to a better learning environment. There's no doubt about that. After 21 years in corrections, I can kind of step outside of the textbook and talk about real life. Like the typical day working in a prison. Working in prison is a unique atmosphere, there's no doubt about it. Every day is a different day. So I would share about, some of the issues that we're facing as far as, spike in mentally ill offenders. What do you do with sex offenders? How do you segregate between the different offender types? And they like that. They like hearing those, I guess you could call them the old war stories. My approach to teaching is a coaching, mentoring type of relationship. I really enjoy the actual conversations, the dialogue back and forth within the course. That's probably the most exciting part to me. I'm basically seeing them get it or reading that they're understanding the material. I honestly think what makes me different is that I know what my students are going through. I'm a single father of 2 boys, and I started my doctoral program online, and I raised them while going through my doctorate program. I was also working full-time and then part-time as well, and so I understand the struggles that they're going through, and I can relate to them. Along with being a father and a professor, I also do a lot of presentations. For example, when I was abroad in India, I presented at the National Human Rights Conference. And what I now understand is that all the criminal issues that we face are universal. And maybe if we combine forces, we could start actually addressing some of these issues here. My hope is that I can use my experience in corrections to kind of leave behind a message, an awareness. Getting my students to rethink all these problems, to look at, the whys, and hopefully, creating prevention and education and awareness how to stop people from starting in the first place. I'm not trying to just get you a career. I want you to succeed in this career and become the agents of change that we desperately need. My name is Dr. Michael Pittaro, and I am an American Military University professor.